Hello, hello, hello. Margaret Lloyd here with Eternal Shift, New Life. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. I am. Got up early this morning, went to the doctor, dermatologist. Yep. Get that checked out. Came home, had breakfast, and took the dog for a walk. I better close the door. There we go. Now we won't be hearing everybody else yippity yapping. All right, so today we're going to talk about let's see, that's the wrong one. Bear with me. 10 things we often wait too long to let go of in life. And we know we're all bad about that. We just don't want to let go. And this is by MARC CHERNOFF. We don't realize how often we block our own present blessings by holding on to everything so tightly. And we do. Letting go is not giving up. Bear with me. I made a mess. No, we don't bark. We don't bark at people walking past the house. No. Those are nice people. They're nice people just like us, walking their dog. That's a good thing. Letting go is surrendering any needless attachments to particular outcomes and situations. Surrender means showing up in your life with the intention to be your best and to do the best you know how without expecting life to be ideal. No, I don't expect life to be perfect. I expect my life to be better than perfect, okay? No, I really don't. I expect my life to be my life, and to be a good life, and be a peaceful, loving life, because that's what I want. Okay, have goals, have dreams, take purposeful action, and build solid relationships. But detach from what life must look like every step of the way. I do. I do. That's what I'm going to work on for the next week. Getting rid of stuff. The energy of someone aspiring to create something wonderful today, teamed with a healthy balance of surrender, is far more effective than someone determined to create outcomes with a desperate must-have mentality. It's got to be smooth, balanced out. Surrender brings inner calmness, awareness, and understanding. And I do realize when I have let go of things, my mood, my temperament seems to improve. Because it does bring an inner calmness, awareness, and understanding. Unless we forget that our outer lives are a reflection of our inner state of being. Absolutely. Quit that grumbling over there. You hear me? Quit the grumbling. Be good. Thus, take a moment to remind yourself of some things most of us attach to long after it's time to let go. so you can loosen your grip on them as you move forward. So, the expectation of how things should be. Yeah, I have a bad habit of that. You can ask my son. When we first got here to Norman, just about everything out of my mouth. Well, it used to be. Yeah, it used to be. Won't be, should be, won't be, could be, might be. Try to use frustration and inconvenience to motivate you rather than annoy you today, which I did. I had an inconvenience this morning. Been looking forward to having some bagels and went by the bagel shop and they're closed. They didn't pay their taxes, so they're closed. So I had to go get donuts. Not the best donuts either. Instead of getting angry, find the lesson. In place of envy, feel admiration. In place of worry, take action. In place of doubt, have faith. Absolutely. Remember that your response is always more powerful than your present circumstances. A small part of your life is decided by completely uncontrollable circumstances, while the vast majority of your life is decided by your responses. Where you ultimately end up is heavily dependent on how you play the hands you've been dealt. The way things were, the way they were. Not a singer, but anyway, I pretend. You're not the same person you were a year ago, a month ago, or even a week ago. You're always learning and growing, absolutely. Life is always evolving, definitely, because it's impermanent. Even though you can't control everything that happens, you can control your attitude about what happens. And in doing so, you will gradually master change rather than allowing it to master you. So be humble today. Be teachable. The world is bigger than your view of the world. There's always room for a fresh idea or a next step. But first, you must accept the fact that things may never go back to how they used to be. And that this ending is really a new beginning. And with that, I need to take a little bitty break. Okay, I'm back. I had to go take care of the dog. All righty. Old mistakes and errors in judgment. We need to forgive those. We need to forget about them. Forgive yourself for the bad decisions you've made in the past, for the times you lacked understanding, for the choices that accidentally hurt others. Bear with me. Okay. Wasn't anything I needed. Okay. For the times you lacked understanding, for the choices that accidentally hurt others and yourself, forgive yourself for being young and reckless. These are all vital lessons. What matters most right now is your willingness to grow from them. Get over the need to control everything, because you can't. You're not going to control everything. Be selective with your energy today. If you can fix a problem, fix it. If you can't, then accept it and change your thoughts about it. Whatever you do, don't attempt to invest more energy than you have. tripping over something behind you or something that only exists inside your head, truth be told, some of the most powerful moments in life happen when you find the courage to let go of what can't be changed. Because when you are no longer able to change a situation, you're challenged to change yourself. And I'm not going to change myself for anybody, for any reason. To grow beyond the unchangeable, and that changes everything. My doggie loves popcorn. Fantasies of a perfect path or a time to begin. Too often we waste our time waiting for a path to appear, but it never does, because we forget that paths are made by walking, not waiting. We forget that there's absolutely nothing about our present circumstances that prevents us from making progress again. And one tiny step at a time. That's what we need to do. Take one little step at a time to get through this. The desire for quick and easy results. We all, in this day and age, we want everything to be perfect and timely. And if we want it now. We don't want it yesterday. We don't want it tomorrow. We want it now. So, everything gets a bit hard and uncomfortable when it's time to change. That's just a part of the growth process. Things will get better one step at a time. And keep in mind that your effort is never wasted, even when it leads to disappointing results. For it always makes you stronger, more educated, and more experienced. So when the going gets tough, be patient and keep going. Just because you're struggling does not mean you're failing. And that's a good thing. Praise the Lord. Every great success requires some kind of worthy struggle to get there, and the Lord will help you get there. Self-doubt. Every difficult situation can be an excuse for hopelessness. Or an opportunity for growth, depending on what you choose to do with it in the present. And in the midst of particularly hard days, when I feel I can't endure, I try to remind myself that my track record for getting through hard days is 100% so far. The same is true for you. Absolutely, we get through the day. It may be difficult, but we always get through it and start a new day. So we just have to be patient with ourselves. And I know it's difficult to be patient with yourself. I will have to say I am least patient with myself over others. We have what it takes to get through our days. Absolutely. Daily relationships can make us feel less like ourselves. Let others take you as you are or not at all. Speak your truth even if your voice shakes. By being yourself, you put something beautiful into the world that was not there before. And in the long run, it's wiser to lose someone over being who you are than it is to keep them by being someone you're not. Because it's easier to fill an empty space in your life where someone else used to be than it is to fill the empty space inside yourself where you used to be. And see, that's what I'm trying to do. So for 35 years, I was someone I did not want to be, and someone I didn't like. Therefore, now, at age 71, I'm trying to find myself and get myself back on track. I just wish there was a way a person could go back and grab that person that they were and make it all better. But I know I can't. But God, that would be so cool if I could. Number 9. Old life chapters that are still lingering half open. Okay, sorry about that. So, you're going to have first kisses. You feel all the way down to your toes and think, oh my gosh, I love him so much. But you really just love the kiss. You're going to meet a friend you think you will know forever, but then something will change and you two will go your separate ways. You're going to explore different paths, parts of your life with different people who aren't in it for the long haul. And that isn't a bad thing. Life is a series of stories. And the way our stories intersect is remarkable. Sometimes people are in our lives for the whole story. Sometimes they're just a short chapter or two. It takes a brave person to know when that chapter is over and then to turn the page. Be brave. I have learned to turn that page on a friend. Embrace your goodbyes, because almost every goodbye you receive in life sets you up for the next hello. 10, the belief that we always need more than we have. Don't we all feel that way? Thinking we need this and we really don't need it. We don't always need more. We need appreciation because we often take for granted the very things that most deserve our attention and gratitude. How often do you pause to appreciate your life just the way it is? Right now, not a whole lot, but I am happy with what I have. Except I just wish I had some tissue nearby. So bear with me, I gotta get me some tissue. There we go. How often do you pause to appreciate life just the way it is? Look around, be thankful. I am thankful for everything that I have and everything that I do. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for all of you that listen to me. I'm thankful for my animals and my home. I know nothing lasts forever. I realized that 2 weeks ago when my mother passed away after 97 years. How to practice letting go when life tests you. Reflecting on the reminders above can be incredibly grounding, but what can you actively do to let go when the immediate tension inside you is spiraling? Here's a brief outline of some initial steps that Angel and Mark personally take to cope with immediate tensions that arises from disappointing outcomes in their lives. Acknowledge the tension inside you. Yep. If you notice yourself getting angry or flustered, it's a sign that you need to pause, take a deep breath, and practice to resist the urge to act in haste. The greatest harm comes whenever you act out of anger or frustration. Actions that might include giving up too soon, consuming unhealthy substances, or even attacking someone else. So whenever you notice anger building up inside you, try not to take any form of destructive action. Instead, turn inward and mindfully assess whatever it is that's arising, that's happening. Sit with your feelings and give them space. Turn directly toward the tension you feel, just to be a witness. See it as something that's passing through you, but not as you. It's a feeling, a dark cloud passing across a vast sky. Not a permanent fixture. Treat it that way. Instead of obsessing yourself with what the dark cloud's presence, try to broaden your perspective. Give it the space it needs to pass. Sometimes you need a little distance to see things clearly again. Be okay with not knowing. Now that you've given yourself some necessary space, tell yourself, I don't know why things are this way. And be okay with this unknowing. Give yourself full permission to not have concrete answers in this moment. What would it be like to not know what's going on in the hearts and minds of others? Excuse me. Boy, that was a sneeze fit and a half. I don't like those. Okay. What would it be like to allow this moment to unfold without knowing? What is it like to not know what's going on in the hearts and minds of others? What is it like to not know how to respond to life's chaos? What is it like? Oh, it's terrible. What is it like to be here right now without jumping to conclusions? Feels good not to jump to conclusions. Bottom line is that when life dishes you a harsh dose of reality, the best first steps involve sitting silently and witnessing the thoughts passing through you. Just witness it first, not interfering and not even judging. Because by judging too rapidly, you have lost the pure witness. The moment you rush to say, this is absolutely terrible, or things should be different, you've already jumped ahead first into the chaos. You don't want to do that. Stay out of the chaos. Go away from the light. It takes practice to create a gap between the witnessing of thoughts and your response to them. Once the gap is there, though, you are in for a great surprise. It becomes evident that you are not the thoughts themselves, nor the tension and chaos influencing them. You are the witness, a watcher, who's capable of letting go, changing your mindset, and rising above the turmoil. Now it's your turn. It's your turn to breathe deep, to be present, and to remind yourself that every day is a series of many million tiny miracles. So just do your best to see them today. See how inner peace comes with letting go of what you assume your journey is supposed to be like, and sincerely accepting it for everything that it is. But before you go, please be sure to leave likes, comments, shares, super thanks, any thanks, and likes, comments. I love your comments. If there's ever anything you want to know more about, all you have to do is put it in the comments and I'll research it and I'll talk about it. And we can use it for another day's discussion. So drop your comments and let me know what you think of my pods, my casts, my podcasts. I enjoy it. It's been a big help to me in listening to different YouTube podcasts. I enjoy listening to Buddhists. I mean, I listen to all of them, but the non-AI Buddhist podcasts are very fulfilling, rewarding. I enjoy them. So if you want, you can reach out to Deep Wisdom. In the meantime, have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Remember, be kind, be generous, be considerate, be grateful. Enjoy your day. Peace out.